Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with AC Milan. We're going to be taking on Udinese today away from home. They're in inconsistent form while we are apparently in excellent form despite failing to get through to the final of the Italian Cup against Inter. That one's still stinging us a little bit. As we can see by the table down here, Juventus yesterday actually with the 0-0 draw, we'll highlight over this, away at Benevento. So they're on 61, we're on 51, but with 2 games in hand we can actually move to within 4 if we get to the 2 wins on that one. Just keeping it alive a little bit if we manage that. So hopefully we can. Suso unfortunately injured today, which will bring Giacomo Bonaventura into the squad. Suso will be off the bench, and I'm not going to bother calling up a youth player to take his spot on the bench or anything because we won't be playing them. If we have a little look through the lineup just now, it will be Donnarumma, Barzali, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Calabria, Rodriguez, Locatelli, Kessie, Çalhanoğlu, Bonaventura and Silva. As it always is, the plan as always, solid back 3, the wing backs providing the width, Kessie and Locatelli, in behind Bonaventura and Çalhanoğlu providing support, Kessie bombing forward to try and get some long range efforts in. He's scored 7 of them already this season, so he's doing well. Bonaventura and Çalhanoğlu just to provide support for Silva. And to rotate the ball in there between the two of them, possibly back to Locatelli, out to the fullbacks, that kind of thing, just to keep possession in front of the box there to try and get it through to Silva, who's of course the spearhead in the team. A basic 4-4-2 from Udinese. Some say it's out of date, but nothing wrong with it. Okay, so Udinese come into this one 9th in the form table, whilst we're 15th. It's time to start improving. Despite the fact that it said we were in excellent form and they were in inconsistent form, I suppose that's probably because some of our excellent form will have come against Lokomotiv Moscow in the Europa League, while in Serie A we've been a bit sketchy. It's forward to Bonaventura now. He's got options to his right. He tries to go forward. It's easy to cut that out for Danilo, and then back to Bazzari in goal. Ali Adnan booked already for Udinese. Hopefully we can get some early pressure going on them. At 15 minutes gone, controlling most of the possession here, and we've had some chances. Nothing of note until now. Calabria, Locatelli finds Çalhanoğlu. Lots of space for Bonaventura. Spins weirdly on it. It goes back to Çalhanoğlu. Frank Kessie now trying to hold this one up. Can he go out to the left? They've actually lost it there between them. They've somehow managed to conspire to lose that. Danilo goes long, but it's brilliant by Barzali there to keep it away. Kessie to Bonaventura now, forward to Andre Silva, holding that up. Back to Kessie, he's got runners ahead of him. Can go to Bilia if he wants. He loses it to Barami. It'll break to Çalhanoğlu. Got the fullback Calabria. Can he just smash one? He can. It's well over the bar. Well. Didn't have too much on in the box there. It was probably the right decision, but a poor execution from Calabria there to just whack that over the top. Decent play there, but I still don't necessarily like the way that they play. They make it look congested rather than, it's supposed to essentially be a central overload where just one of them manages to ping it through and just slip it round for the other one because there's so many of them for the defenders to track, but it's kind of just looking congested. Kessie in, Locatelli hits it, it's easily blocked by Danilo, and it will be picked up by Lasagna here. He'll go over the top for Perica. Trying to run on the outside, the defender Romagnoli just holds him up. That's good play there, but it does come back to Perica. Romagnoli again with a beautiful tackle. Kessie to Bonaventura. Counter should be on. It's out wide to Andre Silva now. He's got lots of runners. He should take the man on the outside and try and get it across, but he doesn't. He goes himself. Greed. Terrible decision making in our team, I must say. Although I have kind of noticed that in Football Manager 18 overall, actually. I don't know if that's something to do with my tactics or my players or whatever, but a lot of the time when we get into these opportunities where we could just run wide, whip it in, tap it in, we tend to see the striker cutting inside and trying to go himself. I'm going to bring Kalinic on, actually. We'll go with Çalhanoğlu himself in behind the strikers. Silva and Kalinic will be the men in there. Kalinic can be the advanced forward. Silva will be the complete forward. We're just going to go with pretty much everything else the same. Well, we can mix up the passing a little bit, I think, because we've got the 2 up there. Kessie coming forward on it now, plays it to Çalhanoğlu, Locatelli. Hopefully it gets a little less congested and we've got more of a focal point with another striker. Silva to Calabria. Can he whip it? Easy to cut out. Neutic and Pizzella get it away between them. As Danilo's in the book for Udinese now. It's Bizzarri to take the goal kick. It's a long goal kick from Udinese towards the big man Perica. It's headed away well by Romagnoli. It should be picked up by Silva, who moves it quickly to Kalinic. That was good play. Kalinic to Locatelli. Could go back to Silva. Goes to Kessie instead. Kessie's got Rodriguez on the outside. It's a decent ball. You could... yeah, goes to Locatelli. Thought he might try and hit the striker. Locatelli does. Kalinic. It's in for Andre Silva. It's 1-0. Brilliant. Brilliant. 6 minutes into the half. Kalinic and Silva combining well. I'm beginning to realise between this and our Rangers save that perhaps a partnership up front's pretty potent in this game. But it's good to see the lead here. It'd be a good result actually away at a team who are doing pretty well. A team who are pretty high up the table. Let's just tell the boys to concentrate, make sure we don't make any sloppy mistakes. As Samir is coming on for Neutink, but I don't really think bringing on a different centre back is going to do much for them. Okay, so who are we going to bring on? Not Bellanova, but we're just going to have a little look. Conte is at 35% sharpness, Jesus. Montalivo, Baroni, we'll bring on Lucas Biglia for Locatelli, and we'll bring on Sportelli for Romagnoli. Sportelli trained really, really well in the month of February, so we're going to be giving him a reward for that by giving him some action here. We'll just tell him to tighten up for the last 5 minutes or so. We've been really solid at the back this game. 4 minutes added on time. Let's just see this out without incident. Oh, there's going to be an incident. Hopefully it'll be our chance though, as Donnarumma will launch this long. No challenge on the fullback. Oh, there is. Andre Silva gets it down to Çalhanoğlu, who moves it for Kalinic. It's a poor pass though. Vidmar gets it to Danilo. Can go back to Vidmar here. He does. Kalinic just to keep on the pressure. Berami now, it's forward for Pizzella. We have to be careful here. A sucker punch would really hurt. Pizzella now can go back the way to Vidmar. It's a brilliant challenge on him actually by Rodriguez there. It goes out for a throw in. Okay, and we start again from a throw. 40 seconds left. Vidmar to Marega. It's far too easy for him to take that down. Plays it into Barak, and I'm a bit worried now. They've got too much space here. Evandro, he's got an overlap. Ali Adnan can cross this square, and it's a huge chance, and it's blazed over the bar. Thank God for that. Contain, contain, contain. Donnarumma's goal kick goes long. 5 seconds left. Silva challenging Adnan, nods it down to Calabria. That's good play. Calabria now full time. Brilliant. We've pinched that 1-0 victory away at Udinese. It's a great result for us. I'm going to really, really lather on the praise pretty heavily now. AC Milan rise to see off Bianconeri. I think, by the way, I think all their names just sound exactly the same. Bianconeri, obviously being Udinese here. Bonucci man in the match 7.3. We're trying to copy kind of that Juventus style where there can be boring as hell but then just manage to pinch something. The difference actually between ourselves and Juve here is the draws. Obviously we've drawn 2 more games than them. We've won 3 less. If we obviously win our game in hand, we'll have won 2 less with 2 more draws, but I've lost the same. So for season 1, by the way, I'm pretty bloody happy with that, to be honest. We're miles ahead. We're 11 points clear with a game in hand against, over Lazio, who are the team in 3rd place. So we've secured 2nd, I would dare say. But we're on now to what's going to be a really tough game. We're at Anfield to play Liverpool. I'm not entirely sure how to set up in this one. I actually think we might, first and foremost, I want this to be bloody arranged better. What the hell is that ugliness? What is this arranged by? Anyway, so I think I want to change this. Make sure we arrange this properly. I think I want to change this to look more like our other formation, but it's actually going to be more of a countering style. More direct passing, absolutely. Deeper, higher tempo, narrower, stay on your feet, etc. Yeah, that's, I'm perfectly happy with that. Although you still want to look for the overlap here from the fullbacks. Yeah, they're both going to be automatic wing-backs. The ball-playing defenders will be the same at the back. Frank Kessie will still be box-to-box. Deep line playmaker from him. Yep, all the rest of this is going to be the same. Andre Silva will be that side. Does he prefer a side? No. And Kalinic can come in on the other side. He doesn't prefer a side either. Lovely. Bonucci, of course, in for Çalhanoğlu. Ball playing defender. And they're all going to play pretty much the same formation, actually. The only real difference is obviously the instructions for this setup. The formation doesn't really change all that much. So I think that's probably going to be what we're going to go with against Liverpool, barring any changes in the days before that game. Hopefully we can get something at Anfield. I fancy we can beat them at San Siro. We just have to avoid getting absolutely slaughtered when we go away. We're definitely going to work on defensive positioning. So according to this, they're playing 4-4-2. They're going with Salah and Sturridge up front, so that's interesting. They're sitting 7th in the Premier League at the moment, so they're not playing all that well. I'm not really that impressed by that setup, actually. Coutinho playing as a wide playmaker left mid rather than an attacking midfielder. James Milner playing a defensive winger just in front of Nathaniel Klein isn't exactly awe-inspiring either, so maybe we have more of a chance than I've given us credit for. But as we all know, Football Manager likes some reputation. You know, Football Manager likes to inflate players, shall we say, based on the club that they're playing for. So we'll see how we get on. Okay, some injury updates. Kalinic should be dropped by Croatia. Well, we'll see how he gets on here, because if he actually forms a good partnership with Silva, then maybe we could play the two of them up front more regularly. Stefan de Vrij is out for 2 months for Lazio. What a shame. What I think I'd like to do in the summer transfer window is actually cherry pick the best players from other Serie A sides. Obviously our defence is pretty solid at the moment. I think we could use some more creativity in that attacking midfield position. I'm not convinced by our options there, so maybe look around the league for that. Zaniolato in there for Storari. Not going to matter for this game, but just to keep the bench nice and neat. So, yep, the team will be exactly the same. Donnarumma, Barzali, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Calabria, Rodriguez, Locatelli, Kessie, Bonaventura, Silva, but Kalinic will be playing in there instead. No, in fact, Çalhanoğlu instead of Bonaventura. But Kalinic, as I say, will be up there instead of the additional attacking midfielder. We're going to be playing another striker. So they are playing the 4-4-2. Delight is actually going to play in there. Interesting. Robertson and Klein, the fullbacks. Lovren, Milner, Henderson, Chan, Coutinho, Salah, Sturridge. So they're both good. They're good players, but it's a bit of a weird setup. We've been on a good run lately. Please impress me. What will I tell them? I'm going to tell them to calm down, just in case they've got any nerves here against the game. Sorry, ahead of the game here at Liverpool. Milner booked already. Be nice to get a wee red card for James Milner if possible. So 10 minutes gone. Liverpool a lot of possession and clearly having some shots, but we're in the game. Kessie gives it away. It's a terrible pass actually to Milner. It's forward to Salah. Salah will switch the play out to Coutinho, and all of a sudden they're away on the counter-attack. Coutinho angling it out towards Sturridge. He's ran brilliantly away from the defender. Sidesteps Barzali, cuts her across. Milner's there. My God, they look dangerous. Milner in. Sturridge just over the bar. Whew. Alright, we need to tell them to tighten up a bit. That was a bit sketchy. 60-40 possession here. 6 shots to 2. Thankfully, only 2 of Liverpool's have been on target and nothing has been dangerous yet. Napoli are ahead of Bordeaux. Nice are winning in Portugal against Porto. Shakhtar beating Slavia Prague. Zenit 2 up over Everton already. As Robertson will take the throw to Coutinho. Helps her on to Chan. Trying to switch play to the other side to Milner. He's got acres of space there. James Milner got Klein with him as well. They've got an overload on not Calabria, on Rodriguez. It's whipped in towards Salah, headed away well. Locatelli should pick it up. Possible counter. Locatelli now, can he get an option forward? Çalhanoğlu, can he find Silva or Kalinic? He goes to Kessie. Locatelli's still there. Good play. Forward it goes to Kalinic now. Back to Kessie. Good play so far. Out to Rodriguez. Come on, get something here. Rodriguez to Locatelli. Good movement. And it's Kessie. Decent touch. Plays it to Silva. Nice touch again. Holds it up. Kessie, there's Çalhanoğlu there. Oh, it's Kalinic. Can he hit one? He goes out wide to Calabria looking for a cross. Calabria's cross is a decent one. Silva arrives! Yes! And Andre Silva makes it 1-0 to Milan at Anfield. Silences the crowd. Beautiful. Beautiful play there. Lovely build-up move. I was wanting them to just lump her up earlier, but they played through Liverpool expertly there. As Graham Dorrans actually puts Rangers ahead at Hoffenheim. Klein now with the throw. Throws it to Mohamed Salah. Milner puts it into Sturridge. We get tight eventually. It goes to Coutinho. And you've got to question Donnarumma's positioning as Coutinho sweeps it in, and it is 1-1. A little disappointed that we couldn't hold the lead for longer, but 1-1's not bad. And we go into half time with a 1-1. Porto actually have turned it round now, 2-1 up over Nice. All other results holding. Sporting actually ahead against Bilbao now. Okay, so we won't be disappointed by the half-time score. That's absolutely true. Camley, I'm just going to say I'm happy with the performance. Keep it up. Any changes we'd like to make? I don't think so. I think we're pretty happy with what we're doing, more or less. You'd say Liverpool have been the better side. Liverpool, you'd maybe expect them to nick something here. But we've got that nice away goal. That's a good cushion for us as Coutinho comes forward. Switches it to Milner. They're doing these big sweeping balls from left to right. Klein comes forward. Don't let them get a goal right away. Klein's ball in. It's cleared by Calabria-ish behind for a corner to Liverpool. We really, really, really need to stay strong here in the second half. Corner to be taken. I'm a bit worried something might come of it. It's shot. It's off the line by Calabria. It was a free kick actually. Bonucci was pushed. Now it's a corner. Çalhanoğlu, can we nick something? Go ahead again. It's whipped in. It's Barzali. It's over the bar. And 50 minutes past 1-1 as Gigi Wijnaldum replaces Emre Can. Still a 4-4-2 though from Liverpool. The Oxlade-Chamberlain on for Milner. And Danny Ings is coming on for Mo Salah. 20 minutes left in this one now. We've actually asserted ourselves a lot better in the second half than we did in the first, statistically at least. Cotrone will come on for Kalinic now. He can just play as an advance forward. And Bonaventura will replace Çalhanoğlu. In fact, no, Çalhanoğlu's played really well. I think we leave it. We'll bring Bilia on in closer to a full time. Coutinho to take this corner now. We have to be careful. Chamberlain's in there. It's headed away though. Can Cotrone get to this? He should be able to. Oh, nothing happens. Porto are now 3-1 up over Nice. Nice were in our group actually earlier on in the competition. It's a bit of a shame to see them crash out if they do. Everton have a goal back through Keane. Yep, so bring Bilia on for Locatelli and I'll switch Bonaventura in for the last couple of minutes as well. We'll break up the game a little bit, try and hold on to this 1-1, which would be a damn good result here at Anfield. But Liverpool are pressing, Klein throwing it in. Danny Ings somehow gets to that first. Sturridge allowed to turn. And it just goes by Donnarumma's left-hand post. We're trying to get forward. Chamberlain nicks it. I seen that coming forward. Ings flicks it on. Sturridge somehow gets it ahead of the backpedaling Bonucci. Sturridge slips it to Henderson, who strikes. It's just wide of Donnarumma's right-hand post now. Let's get them to tighten up here. I'm not going to change the instructions. I still feel like we're doing the right thing. We just need to be a bit more careful at the back. And 10 seconds of the 4 additional minutes now left to play. Klein to Chamberlain. Chamberlain, a terrible cross. It goes out. Goal kick should be over at 1-1, which I would have taken in a heartbeat before the game. It is. It's a 1-1 scoreline here. Liverpool 1, AC Milan 1. I'm going to passionately tell them it was a great result for us. Bonucci doesn't seem to be too happy with that. Tell him I'm happy with it. No, Bonucci's not happy with that. Clearly Bonucci's a winner. He doesn't like being praised for draws, but it was a good result away at a tough venue when people thought we would get beat. We'll no talk to the press. And I'm happy with signing off with that. result. We've done really well now. We haven't lost since the beginning of February. We're now moving into sort of mid-March, so that's good news for us. We've got a lot of wins in there after we went down, after that horrible result actually. Lost 1-0 to Roma, 1-0 to Inter, 3-0 to Torino, but now we've got back to scoring ways and we've tightened up at the back. More importantly, 1-0 over Locomotive, 0-0 with Benevento, 3-0 over Locomotive. Unfortunately 2-1 against Inter did put us out on away goals, and then 1-0 over Udinese, 1-1 there against Liverpool. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I certainly have. It's one of the best episodes I've played in a little while. I'm really, really pleased with that result at Anfield there. Gives us a good platform to build on in a Europa League, which is looking increasingly winnable, to be honest. It'd be great to get a European trophy in our first season. Not the Champions League, but it's certainly something to build on. But that's it for this episode. As I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I certainly have. If you guys did, then please drop down below and leave a like. We've done really, really well today, I think. It does help the channel, and I'm sure the team would appreciate a like for their efforts today at Anfield. If you want to follow the series, or in fact any series we have going on the channel at the moment, you can subscribe, which I'd be eternally grateful for. I've had a good push of subscribers lately actually. I'm really, really happy with what's been going on, so thanks a lot to you guys for that one. But overall, just want to thank everybody for watching the videos, and next time we'll be playing Sassuolo, and then we've got a job to do still as Liverpool come to San Siro.